Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack, and I'm just going to say this because you heard this headline over the last weekend. So, former YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki has passed away at age of 56. She passed away of lung cancer. So, well, there is this record that many people suffered over the course of YouTube since 2014. The moment when this bitch took over as a CEO, the first thing she did, excuse me, she did, well, sadly, her actions, they are still preserved. Well, I'm going to save that for the end. Let's start with this. She started attacking channels that were against certain narratives. And my tinfoil hat theories, because just what I started with the Donald Trump situation, the BLM, those N-word terrorist groups, so on, the attacks on nations that they were perpetrated by the N-words, neighbors. I want to say the word, but I can't say it completely thanks to YouTube. But funny enough, the N-words can say it freely without repercussions, despite that isn't the fucking TOS. Fucking funny how that works. Oh, it's speaking of TOS, how the TOS is so fucking ambiguous, intentionally ambiguous, to be labeled as you did this against our TOS and now you should be banned. Ban free, ban spree. That's what it is. So all of those actions, even endorsing feminism, I have to say, yeah, empowerment of women, and with that comes shutting down channels that were speaking about men's issues and self improvement. Real improvement, not like fucking Andrew Tate. I'm talking like even better Bachelor. I know that dude sometimes from time to time in politics have not good takes, but it's the most middleman and blended guy in when it comes to men's issues and how even you can improve yourself. I give credit to that. That's why I follow him. Channels like him, or even if you go like the raw material in how they express on that chronic. I follow that guy from time to time because, well, he was spot on not only when it comes to how women fucking dumb retarded they are. They, these channels, they even talk about self improvement, how not to be a beta, and by a beta being at mercy of the government or women, being a avoiding that. And even those examples, you have even any more that it's difficult to find, or at least for my case, because from what I heard, those channels were banned thanks to this bitch. The witch. The fucking witch. The witch of Silicon Valley. So she did so much damage to the platform for endorsing fucking propaganda for the far left. And funny enough, we heard I think it was the last year or 2 years ago. Her son was in a destructive path that he ended up dying by his own hand. And funny enough, just like I mentioned it, channels that speak about men's issues. You know how even the fucking Tratcocks, the original betas that tell you to sacrifice for my lady. Look, they treated men unexpendable, and to this day they keep doing it. and they wonder why the birth rate in many countries is lowering, and they allowing the illegals that from all the savages, these animals from other countries, third world countries that they reproduce by struggle snuggling, and which is something that you can't say freely on YouTube. Just look at fucking United Kingdom. United Kingdom, speaking about it, is just fall into fucking fascism. 1984 at full display. And I have to say, after she stepped down as a CEO, the damage she did is so big. And you can make the argument that she was just listening to investors, to Google executives that were far up of her. I have to say, that's true. But you have to realize when those CEOs take decisions that most of the time are just fucking dog shit, and they come with ideas of censorship and retardation. Even if you point out an example, it's video games. John Riccitello, the fucker, it's ex-EA CEO that in his time he wanted you to introduce microtransactions for recharging your R in Battlefield during a game, during the PvP. And not only that, the coding of content, the horse armor, all of those ideas came from CEOs to satisfy the, the people from the higher ups, that's the word I wanted to use, and the investors. So she came with these ideas. And I have to say, the damage she has done is still present and still is playing all those platforms because she gave the ideas on how to be a 1984 display. And people are so spiteful, including myself, towards her. And you probably are going to hear like, I'm not like that. I'm not wishing them her that. She did so much damage. She ruined lives. Monetization, channels content, even some of the content that could be useful. Look, even in YouTube, from time to time, since I needed to do some furniture fixing, excuse me, I had to watch some YouTube videos, but it was fucking difficult for me because some of those videos were so fucking stupid. And then some of them they were poorly recorded. It's not at the fault of YouTube in this case, more of the content creator. But I was looking at, oh yeah, this dude has more likes and have more content. He didn't disable the comments. I can clearly see, okay, he's on spot on. He he helped me to fix my issue. Nowadays, those channels even get deleted, all in the name or push it behind in a fucking blacklisting or shadow banning, how they say that. And you can't find it, but sure they just push for the corporate advertisers for to be the main search figures. When the first thing that comes is just the ads. When you're searching for something specifically, it's not a reliable source or even a search engine. That's when it comes to YouTube, the biggest platform and still used for many people, being just destroyed like this. And going back to her son, if she didn't attack so many of the channels I have mentioned it, well, probably she could still have a son. Wish her a farewell in her final moments, but here we are. It's okay to be spiteful towards this fucking witch because she did so much damage. to the internet and people's lives.